Good morning, everybody. It's Melanie with Lost and Found, coming to you guys live from downtown Springdale here at our Painted Furniture Studio. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. I have something that I want to show you today. I'm going to help solve one of your problems that you've got. So I'm going to tell you about a new product that we have here at the studio and available online. It's a Fusion mineral paint product, and what it's going to do is it's going to fix where maybe you've waxed something and you want to paint over it again, or maybe you've waxed something and you don't like the way that it's turned out and you want to remove the wax. Because when you're working with Fusion mineral paint, Fusion does not want to adhere on top of wax. So if you have a piece that maybe you painted in chalk paint a few years ago, you applied wax on top of it and you want to repaint it and use Fusion, you're going to have to take that wax off. And so we have a product in the store that you can use to do that, and here's what it is. It is the Fusion odorless solvent. So what this does is it's going to break down the wax on your furniture. It's also really good if you're cleaning out wax brushes, like you've got a brush you're using to apply your wax. It can also use to thin any of your oil-based products. So like I say, if you want to thin the SFO, or if you've got any other oil-based products, this is going to be an oil-based solvent that will thin some of those out. But what we're going to use it for today is removing wax. So if you have a piece that you want to take the wax off of, you're going to need some of this, the Fusion odorless solvent, and then you're going to need some of the Fusion TSP. So this takes the wax off, and this cleans off the odorless solvent, right? So then your piece is squeaky clean and ready to go. And I'm going to show you just on the sample board that we have, but I actually did this on a piece. I had painted with milk paint, I waxed it, and I just wasn't happy with it. It just didn't turn out how I wanted it to turn out. And so I used this to take the wax off, took the paint off, repainted it, worked like a charm. And the great thing about this product is that it is truly odorless. And so you know, like I had a friend who had a dresser that she painted for her daughter. It was upstairs in her daughter's room. It was this huge old dresser. She didn't want to have to drag it all the way back downstairs to scrub it and get the wax off. And I said, well, no problem. You can use this. You can use it right there in your room because it doesn't have that toxic fumes that you're breathing in. You can use it inside. All right. So I'm going to flip the camera around. So bear with me while we flip. There's our little button, and I'm going to move you down, okay? So you can see, here's the sample board that I'm going to show you. So, right, so this is just some Fusion paint. This is also boards that I just used to lift furniture off the floor, so it's kind of grimy. But this is just a little bit of paint, and then I've put some of the espresso wax over here. I think you guys can see the difference. Give me a thumbs up if you can see the difference between the two. So we're going to start taking off this wax. You do want to wear gloves. I've just got this big pile of, gosh, we all probably have gloves sitting around now, don't we? So gloves, a little bit of steel wool, and then, oops, you're going to need some paper towels. Come around this way. And now this is my container that I used for that piece that I mean, you can see it's grimy. I used a bunch of it, right? So, but I've still got a little bit left. So we're just going to open it up. Whoops. We're going to get a little bit on that steel wool, and we're just going to start rubbing. And you can already see a difference. You can already see how it's just kind of dissolving that wax. If I really wanted to get down here in these cracks, I could get a little brush. But it's kind of turning that wax back into a liquid form so that we can go back and just wipe it off. Right? Okay. Still a little bit more over here. You can even just kind of pour a little bit on right here to really get it down. But there truly is no odor. Hi everybody who's watching. I see some of you guys on here. But you're just scrubbing making sure you get down in those little cracks, and then you're going to go back and just wipe off the residue. And you can see that's the wax coming off, right? Hi, Tamara. There's still a little bit down in here. If I was really doing this, I'd probably have one of those stiff wire brushes. But it's not, let's see, it's all the same color now, right? With the exception of this little bit that's in here, okay? So it has taken off that top coat of that espresso wax that was on here. So now your problem is you've got this oily residue left from this, and you've got to take that off. So that's where the TSP comes in. If you guys don't have a bottle of TSP, please grab you some. This stuff is amazing. 2 capfuls into a spray bottle of water. So here's my spray bottle of TSP. You're just going to spray it down. I'm going to get another paper towel. And this TSP is not like the TSP that is at the hardware store. It's biodegradable. It's non-toxic. I usually don't wear gloves when I'm working with it. I have gloves on from the odorless solvent, but it is just, it doesn't have all those really harsh chemicals in it. So, you know, it's just easier to work with, and it's better for the environment. So anyway, that spray down with TSP. The TSP cleans off the residue from the odorless solvent. And you can kind of see that here, right? It got a little bit of the rest of that off. And then we're back to just now a clean board. Now, like I said, this is a board that gets used for all sorts of stuff, so it has a little bit of gunk in it. And there's still a little bit of wax right there that I need to get a brush and really scrub down in there. But if you remember when we started, this whole half of the board was brown. And except for right here in that little bit, it's gone. So the odorless solvent, we scrubbed it. It took all of that espresso wax off. And then we used the TSP to clean off the residue from the odorless solvent. And now we have a clean surface that we can paint. And our paint is going to adhere to fine. So it's that simple. I mean, it is a little bit messy, like you're going to want to put down, you know, because it's liquidy, you've got stuff kind of running and dripping, so you're going to want to put down a tarp or something. But it's not as hard of a process as you think it is. And with it being the odorless solvent, it makes it easy because then you're not dragging your stuff outside. So I'm going to flip you guys back around. Okay, so that is something, we've had it here for a week or two. I hadn't had a chance to tell you guys about it, about why you may need it, what it is. Let me grab it again. So again, it's $12, one of these little bottles. You want to repaint a piece that has wax on it. It's going to take care of that. It will clean off your wax brushes. Anything that you feel like you've got wax stuck in, this product will just, like I said, it kind of re-liquefies and allows you to rinse that wax out after it's dried. It also can thin any of your oil-based products that you have, and it's completely odorless, which is super nice. So anybody has any questions, let me know. It's just really, really important. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, shop phone. It's really important when you're painting your furniture to get your surface properly prepped. And the biggest part of that, in my experience, is just getting it nice and clean. If there's gunk on it, oily residue, then your paint just doesn't want to adhere. So between your TSP alternative and the odorless solvent, it takes care of all of that. Those two products are going to clean off everything that you need to have cleaned off on your furniture in order for your fusion to properly adhere. So, okay, that's it. That's all I've got. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to hop in the comments and ask. These products are available in our online store. They are also available here locally at the studio. We're here till 5 o'clock today, tomorrow until 5, and then Saturday 11 to 4. So thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.